happening in the area and about Father's Day, because it is Father's Day. And I'm very surprised that Wes Iseli, who's here in studio, doesn't have his daughter with him. Usually Lana visits as well. Where's Lana today?
She's with her grandma and grandpa, Natalie's parents, in Roanoke today.
So having a good time with them.
Yeah, they have a swimming pool and 4 cousins to play with. So she's having a
much
blast
more
over
fun
it.
than hanging around in a studio. Yeah. So happy Father's Day, first of all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And well, let's talk about your dad. I know that you've got a show coming up in Culpeper that you are dedicating to your dad and helping. Well, why don't you finish that? I'm going to let you talk about it. First of all, let's hear about your dad. What was his name?
His name is Johnny Iseli, and he owned a video store in Charlottesville called Video Box Office, and I felt like I grew up in that video store. You know, I spent my summers in there watching movies, and I loved it. And Dad had Parkinson's since I was 7, and there was, you know, some things he couldn't do, like lace his belt through his belt straps and socks and shoes. So since I was 7 years old, I helped him with that every single day. And when I was 25 years old, he passed away from cancer, from complications of Parkinson's disease. He had other things wrong, and they were like, oh, that's Parkinson's problem. That's Parkinson's causing that symptom. And they didn't check him for cancer.
So lots of things that were related to Parkinson's just sort of
cancer snuck in.
Collapsed in, and not fun.
Yeah.
So you were how old when you were helping your dad put on his shoes and socks and things?
7 years old. I would do it. I'd get myself dressed in the morning and then help him get himself dressed. He'd put his shirt on and it would kind of get stuck around his chest line.
Yeah.
He would get in a roll and his arms are just up like a toddler. He, like my little girl Lana, who's like, help, I can't get it any further.
Yeah.
But but you walking around, seeing him walking through day, you wouldn't know something was wrong, but you wouldn't know Parkinson's. He didn't have the shakes. He didn't have the tremors. He didn't have that. He had other things. So speech, walked hunched over, handwriting, you couldn't read his handwriting, things like that.
Yeah, Parkinson's sometimes can be such a quiet killer that people don't understand is even happening within the body because, like you said, not everybody has a tremor.
Right.
And sometimes when there's slurred speech, they think, oh, maybe he had a stroke, or, you know, nobody relates it to Parkinson's. So it's one of those diseases, I think, that doesn't get a lot of attention, but that affects so many people, like especially... Well, I was going to say especially in their older age, but there are people now in their 20s and 30s getting diagnosed with Parkinson's. It's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, Dad got diagnosed when I was 7, so, I mean, maybe he was 35, maybe?
Ooh,
yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So you have a show coming up you're dedicating to Dad.
Well, we're giving part of the proceeds to Parkinson's research in memory of my dad, yeah. Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, it's Culpeper State Theater, Saturday night.
Saturday night at Culpeper State Theater. This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Coming
Well, it's
up.
a show at 3 and a show at 8 p.m.
So you've got 2 shows in Culpeper. Now, when you play the State Theater, you usually sell out. So if you want to get tickets for this one, you better go online now and get them, right?
This is the 3rd year in a row. Year number 1, completely sold out. Year number 2, 98% sold out. And year number 3, we're hoping to sell out again. That's why we opened it up to 2 shows, because it's been such a sellout past 2 years. So.
All right, so to get tickets to go see you do your magic and illusions, it's a full illusion show.
This is a Vegas style show. If you've seen me locally doing, you know, the doves and the rabbits and the small stand-up show, it's nothing like this show. This show takes us 4.5 hours to set up. The lights, the sound, the Vegas style illusions. I'm putting my wife in a box about every other trick and making her vanish, sawing her in half, making her reappear in the balcony, things like that. This is a Vegas-style show. You
mentioned your wife, Natalie, is here, and you also said it takes about 4 hours to set up your Vegas-style show that's coming to Culpeper Theater, or the State Theater in Culpeper, excuse me. And Natalie, you're nodding along. I mean, you are with Wes every time he's going on stage, and the setup alone, I guess, for an illusion show must be pretty difficult.
Well, to set up the illusions takes a lot longer as well, and just loading in to the theater takes a long time. But there at the State Theater, they have it down pat. They help us come in and everything else. We don't load in that quick anywhere else, but it still takes quite a while to set everything up.
But they've got people there that can help you with your
and certain things we can let them push in and take care of, because I'm very particular. I got it. No, let me help. We're here to help. I got it.
It's like, no, that's my secret trick. You can't see that one.
That's my stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But you were asking about tickets. Culpepertheater.org.
Okay.
And theater spelled
with R-E instead of E-R.
R-E, yes.
It's easy to find.
There you go.
If you spell it wrong, you'll have to get redirected anyway. Not a big deal. So culpeppertheater.org. You've got this big, full-scale illusion show, Vegas style, coming to Virginia, and it's for one day only. So 2 shows, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. And when we say Vegas style illusions, what can we expect to see?
Go ahead, Natalie.
Just the big box tricks where, you get in a box and they're put into 3 pieces, or swords put through you, different things like that. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
But this is a family show. So my 4-year-old daughter, Lana, she's in the show. So it's a family show for families, by families.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, we've traveled with this show all over the East Coast. We do this show at high school auditoriums for high school kids. Sometimes after prom party hires us for this illusion show.
Uh-huh.
High school kids love it. Adults love it. Kids love it. You
Well,
can
and
bring the whole
something
family.
That's worth mentioning too is you say you do the show all over the East Coast. You may do the show, but you are constantly adding newer and bigger and better illusions.
This is a new show this year. I mean, we've done it 3 years in a row. This will be our 3rd year doing Culpeper State Theater, but this will be a brand new show. If
So it'd be
seen us
like
in the
you've
past
never
2
seen
years-
it before.
If you've seen us in the past 2 years, this is totally different.
Yep.
It's absolutely worth going to.
Yeah, and
I'm excited.
And like I said, we have the tribute to my dad in the middle of the show. So talking about Parkinson's research, and I do an effect
Yeah,
for my
this
dad.
is what I don't understand. Why is it that you would make people bring tissues to a magic show? I don't understand why you do that mess.
Well-
It's like you're breaking hearts in the middle of the program. Everybody's all excited, and then it's like weep time.
Well, then it's intermission, and then you come back for the
Oh,
grand
okay.
finale.
So go get yourself some M&Ms and feel better.
There you
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
We'll end the show on a bright note. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm like, oh my goodness. Because I know, like, you're such a heartfelt person that I know that when you put together any kind of tribute to anybody, I've seen what you do with the Children's Miracle Network. I've seen what you do with your, 30 Days of Giving, where you just, like, so selflessly continue to put yourself out there and help other people. You do. You kind of induce tears in people like me who are sappy over everything. So to know that you're going to talk about your dad, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll have to pack my purse.
But it's not meant to be a pity party. It's
No,
meant
I
to
know
be
that.
it's meant to be a celebration of my dad. Because if it wasn't for my dad, I would not be here today. Not only literally, but as far as a magician, I
Why
wouldn't
is
be
that?
here today. Oh, he supported me so much. Growing up, I wasn't an honor student. I wasn't a great athlete in school, but magic I was good at. And anytime he was around his adult friends, hey Wes, show him a trick. He was just so proud of me. And then, starting to do kids' birthday parties and stuff. You make that much for 45? What? It was just
45 minutes of tricks?
show.
Or,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Dad, I work really hard at this, and it's a lot of work.
But
he
how
was-
cool is it to have a parent who would get behind something like a career in magic when most people are like, no, you're going to go to college and you're going to get a degree. You're going to have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
And you're out there like, no, this is what you got. This is who you are and what you do. There is no falling back.
Well, I went to Piedmont for marketing. I did do the college route too for fallback, but I knew I had to promote myself because no one else was going to do that. So.
And you sincerely do. You are like the hardest working magician I have ever known, ever seen. Seriously. I see Natalie smiling over there, but I've seen you go from working on the Carbonaro effect. You've been, helping with animal training and all kinds of stuff. Now you've got your own show. You've got Wes Iseli's Magic Life that's going on right now. Hoping to get that into production in a television studio. I mean, you're just like constantly working. And in between all that, you're visiting seniors wherever they're living. And you were just at an Alzheimer's center, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That was in Ruckersville, Standardsville, actually, yeah.
And then you're doing birthday parties.
You pay us, we're there. We don't get it.
You're just
I
amazing.
love working. We had 14 shows this week, and one of them ended up canceling because of the tornadoes in Richmond.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So we drove all the way to Richmond to find out that they had already called that morning to say that they had no power at the school.
But you were in Fluvanna twice this week already. You were there. You filled up the Fluvanna County Library.
Yeah, they couldn't put another person in that place. Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
I just loved seeing the pictures. I follow you on Facebook, by
Well,
the way.
go to
So I just
Facebook,
love
follow
seeing
me,
the
you'll see.
pictures of the events that you have on there. All right. I know we haven't done any tricks today, and I don't expect to do any, but you look like you're like, well, I'll do one if you want me to. If you want, why don't we hold off? We'll come back. We've got to take a look at sports on the way back. If you want to do a trick, because I know you like to do them, we'll have a little bit of time for that. How's that?
Sounds great.
All right, coming up on WINA Morning News with Wes Iseli. All right. Thanks for listening to WINA Morning News. Luke, that was great of you. All right. Wendy Edwards in studio. Wes Iseli is here with his wife, Natalie, and we're talking about a huge illusion show coming to the State Theater in Culpeper, dedicated to his dad. And this is Father's Day, so we're talking about his dad and Parkinson's disease, which unfortunately helped to claim the life of his father. And Wes is going to have a tribute to his dad in the middle of the show, so I strongly encourage you to bring some tissues, even though he says, you know, it's a celebration of his dad's life. Wes just has this way. He's very loyal to those he loves, and he has this way of just being really appreciative of who they are. And I think that's part of what I like about you, Wes. Not just, you know, that you're a great performer, because you are, but because you're a kind person, and you're genuine. So I like that about you.
Thank you, Wendy.
You're welcome. I know, I'm making you all embarrassed now. I'm sorry. But I'm glad you came to the studio today. I sort of put you on the spot to do a trick, because I know even though you're going to do big, huge illusions coming up on next Saturday, the 25th in Culpeper, I want to see one of your card tricks because they're fun.
Well, I mean, if you do a magic trick, people think I'm controlling the card or I'm holding little breaks in the cards and things like that. Deck
No,
of
you're
cards
just
here.
holding a regular deck.
I have a regular deck of cards,
Yeah.
and there are signatures on this pack because I use it all the time. This is the one I carry around with me. I'm going to shuffle them up, and I'm actually going to have you just touch a card. So don't just touch
anyone?
one. Just anyone you want. Just
Yeah.
that one. You want to change your mind?
No.
All right. She's choosing a card from the middle of the pack. Can you remember that card?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw the two packs together, so that
Okay.
card's lost somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm not holding the cards. I
No.
want you to shuffle.
I'm shuffling
I want
them?
you to shuffle. And
Any
mix
way
them
I
up.
want to?
Please, any way you want.
All right. It's
Because
not
if
gonna
I
mess
shuffle them,
anything
people
up,
think
or
I'm doing tricky shuffling.
Am I going to mess up your trick? You're not going to be able to find my card now if I shuffle.
That's the point. I want it to be
All right.
very shuffled.
Okay.
Are you done? That's enough?
Yeah, it's enough.
Now I'm going to give it
We
some
only
shuffles.
have like a minute left.
Oh, okay. So now I'm going to give it some shuffles as well.
Okay.
We'll do this.
Quick ones.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
And you remember your card.
I remember
you would
my
see
card.
it if you... Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're pretty easy to remember.
If I give it a cut like that, go ahead and say the name of your card real loud. What was the name of your
It
card?
was a joker.
A joker. So
Yeah.
we'll just go through the pack one at a time. There's a 5, a king, a jack, a 6, a 10. Go through the entire pack of cards.
I don't see it yet.
I think we
No
got like
joker,
12
no
cards
joker,
left.
no joker.
There's supposed to be 2 jokers in the pack. There's no jokers.
There's
in
no
this pack.
jokers in there.
Yeah, and
Where's my joker?
You shuffled. You mixed them up. My hands are completely
There are
empty.
no jokers there, and I saw a joker. I'm not blind.
Inside my pocket over here.
Seriously?
1 card.
No way!
There it is.
How did you do that? I mean, I guess that's always the question. You're not going to tell me how you did it, but that is incredible. That you just picked my card out of there like that and put it in your pocket. You put it in your pocket?
Well, it appeared
Or did
in
it
my
jump
pocket.
in your pocket?
It appeared in my
Oh,
pocket.
okay. It appeared in your pocket. It is magic, and it's so much fun. I hope you go see Wes at the State Theater in Culpeper. Wes, we're on time. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So welcome. All right, so check it out online, WINA.com. That's where we'll post this podcast, and you get more information about the State Theater in Culpeper and the show. We did it. Hooray!